Great. So, 20 days to elections. When do we expect other counties? I mean, the final counties like Sino, Maryland, to see like elections material going across the country. There are some concern like because of the rural situation. Are you taking that into consideration?
Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Nigeria.
Yeah. Dum dum dum. Bam 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 bam. Thursday morning. This is the TBS, the True Breakfast Show. 96.1. From Lofa to Mangibby. From Mangibby to Grand Bassa. From Bassa to Buchanan. From Cape Mount to Bombing. From Bombing to Bapolo. From Bombing to Bapolo. From Counter to Zedjur. From Sinai to Maryland. From Grand Crew to Riverside. This is the TBS, folks. The True Breakfast Show. The love of liberty matters here. Let justice be done to all. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. Stop chasing the morning. When I woke up, I saw this word. Stop chasing the morning and start chasing the passion. Don't chase the morning, instead chase the passion. This is the TBS, folks. 19 days to elections. Good to all of our leaders. When you wake up in the morning, how do you think about your country, your district, your county? Good morning to all presidential hope for representative candidates, senatorial candidates. Good morning. 19 days to go. Some of you have eaten your recess before time. When you campaign well. No to violence. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts. MARKA Davis back on ground. Back from the successful mission, right? Or Mission Impossible.
Well, I think, like you mentioned, we went to the process of passion, and I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I missed the partnership yesterday, man. Yeah.
I know.
Okay. Someone speaking French though also. Bonjour TBS. They input the rest in English. Let's pray for peace. Ça va très bien.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to our people following us this morning. It's good to be back on this. Yesterday, I was not here. I was on the other side.
You were not here, but we're here now.
Yeah. But yeah, but it's great to be here again. This is our final presentation for this week, and we hope that we can do our very best. Thanks to all of you who have been following throughout the week since Monday. We hope to continue this together until the elections.
Yeah, until the election. Let's continue to pray for Liberia. Do you pray for your country? You pray for Liberia?
No, well,
You can pray for Liberia. No, it's good. Yeah.
yeah, I can forget that, but I'm not issue said.
Don't be that difficulty. Pray for Liberia. Difficulty, bro. Oh, man, not good, bro.
You know, I don't like long prayers. You know,
Nigga, sure.
Yeah.
No, Africans.
so I just pray.
No. In the Western world, the people do short prayer. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But for Africa, yeah, fire for fire. You have to make the prayer long so the devil will run. If you make the prayer, the African devils are very resistant. When you make the prayers,
And they are everywhere.
or they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Every new level
New
is a
devil.
new devil. All of you who contested, all of the candidates get new people assigned to them. Are true. You
That's
can't
true.
you can't tell when you say every new level is a new thing. Yes. But it's great to be back. 19 days to election. Yesterday I had I've been counting from 300. I didn't sleep last night. I was so waiting for the UNGA and I watched it. One key message, I hope we part of our talking segment is Brother George we are talking about. Standing before world leaders. Yeah? Saying the election will be free, fair, transparent, and inclusive. Elections Commission, good morning. Do your job. You get international community, get your back. You know, yeah. The national community, our election just come in a time where the UN General Assembly have the regular meeting. And the president making that commitment with world leaders. So good morning to you, David, on your board of commissioners. Do your job. The Liberian people resort, give it to them. Yes, what's up?
Yes, we're.
I'm feeling your rightful mood, man.
Yeah.
When my guy dress casual, you don't feel it. But when he's so diplomatic, like it's going to be when they are super written here.
Nima
Kante.
Yeah. Today I'm appointed as President of Nima Kante. We will properly run the project management committee.
Okay. Well, committee on go.
We will ensure that I will have some oversight over the committee. Okay. Yes, and we will ensure that our road equipment are up and operating, because as it is now, we don't know where they are. Yeah, I think the current PMC has spent some $1 million to repair, but still they are not working.
Anyway,
they're not working. They just packed.
So what made you become superintendent?
I will repair all of them.
Okay.
They start to fix our roads.
What? Superintendent. Yes. Superintendent.
Yes.
See how greedy was superintendent anymore. Come on into superintendent. I can't do this.
The superintendent of the great county of Nimba.
When you drag it, then you say, no, I'm greedy enough for that.
I already understand OPS.
You understand it? What? So that's the birthday of Bobby Bleeder Addison. Bobby, happy birthday to you, man. Yeah. September born. Happy birthday, Bobby Addison. And today is World Peace Day.
Bobby and his boss going the same month.
Yeah. You're great people there in September.
They're great people.
Yeah. And today is World Peace Day.
Okay.
Thanks for keeping the peace. In other countries that don't have peace, we'll pray for peace to reign in this country. Let's see what we'll have this morning on the breakfast show this morning.
So, like we said earlier, it's 19 days to elections. Yes, we know that we are very close We're very closer to the D-Day. And this morning we will, in our studio chat, we want to continue with our non-violent message towards our voters in the country. And also we'll look at the president's address at the United Nations General Assembly. A letter to the editor reflecting on the good work of former minister, now presidential candidate, Councillor Tiawan Gonglo. We hope to read it here from the Daily Observer newspaper. Yes, before we can take our first segment guest. And at 8:30 to 9:15 this morning, we have District 2 representative candidate, Bishop Nimlan J. Dorian. He will be our first segment guest this morning to talk about his activities in the district, his vision, and why he hopes to deliver it if the people give him their power. 9:15, we bring you sports, a bit of entertainment. And 9:30 to 10 o'clock this morning, a team from the camp of District 2 representative. Oh, the same district.
Yeah.
Okay, Jimmy Smith, will also be here to close up the last segment of the show, talking about why he should be re-elected in that district. Well, that's what we got for you this morning on the show. And in the midst of all, country first, we must do all we can sincerely. Again, I emphasize sincerely to keep our country peaceful and stable.
Yes.
We must do all we can sincerely to keep our country peaceful and stable. When you hungry, you get peace. You all right. It is good to have peace than to even have wealth. Because if you have wealth, you don't have peace, the wealth will be destroyed.
The other question I can't answer. The answer is no.
Also, I'm not really sure because
No,
I reviewed
no.
all of my.
I finished answering. The answer is no. Don't
Yeah.
go further detail. It's no. Just no. Yes, welcome to the breakfast show. That answer is yes, no. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I didn't sleep last night, Maka. Yeah, we anticipated. Yeah, the president,
okay.
the UNGA. I mean, I start to read comments. Someone say, "This is your final speech ever as president." You know, like really interesting people as president. We had talked to the podium,
and somebody commented.
It was regular on the. I think these were people from the CPP, from United Party. I don't know what LPP people are commenting to. Then a sedition to was saying 2-year contract.
So I know CPP and
no, the CPP, the United Party, they don't get say final speech. Look, I watch it, but what actually got
you think some people who are non-partisan who are not saying it too?
No, man. You know that these are the silent voters part. They don't comment on Facebook because anything you post, you write, people screenshot and keep it for the future. Yeah, so the silent voters don't do it, but most partisans. Well, President, we are talking to the podium last night. It was like 10:30 p.m. time. Yes, it should be around 5 o'clock USA time. Yes, New York, should 5 hours ahead of us.
By that time I was sleeping.
Yeah, we got anticipated 3 o'clock. Nothing coming. 4 o'clock with it. So until 10:30 p.m.
And the president's last, I think, 5 addresses were in a day.
In a day. Yeah. So I got a notification from the closing argument guys when they sent me a. Kev Hassan traveled with the president. Kev sent me the link. Yeah, soon Kev sent me the link. I started to watch. But what got to me were the comments that were coming through. The first comment, final UNGA speech. You never come out here again. Long sedition to pop up online. It's a 12-year contract. The best speech ever among all of the presidents.
Yes.
Look, this as I'm saying, Maka, this thing just vanished from my eye. Yeah, I say, okay, it's interesting. I'm part of the Southern Reader Association tonight.
Yes.
As a member of the Southern Reader.
Comment Readers Association.
The Comments Reader Association tonight. I will enjoy it. So I strongly believe I started to click, I saw people carrying the Southern Comments profile picture that has the CPP. Then I see people with Joseph Boyka. Yes, profile picture on
that's
Facebook.
How you
I knew
where they
yes, I support them. So I was looking for LPP and other presidential poll, but it was going back to forth. The comments didn't stop until President. I said, Mr. President, I thank you. Yes, but one key thing, and I want to say good morning to the Board of Commissioner. Yesterday, I had an interview about 15 minutes with the neck boss. Yes, David Brown.
Interview on record or chat? Just a chat.
Regular interview. On record, we try to play the audio. Yeah. So when I'm listening to the president, I see world leaders all seated in Liberia is just close, just 2 weeks away from election. All right. George has spoken on the 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. The 6 years now, just into our election town at the UNGA. And I said, this is good for our democracy. And the president committing. Let's give her a play.
No problem.
Yeah, your news carrier. The president, the key warrior, Elections Commission. Please go ahead and do your work. Yeah, it's the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's play. They will tell the Election Commission what to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
The measures to ensure a free, fair, transparent, peaceful, inclusive, and credible elections. The National Election Commission has been strengthened to ensure that it operates without undue influence. In addition, political parties have committed themselves to a non-violent electoral process by signing the 2023 Farmington River Declaration, which obligates all actors in the elections to continue to promote peace. As a strong believer in democracy, let me reiterate my call for the respect of constitutional governance and respect for the will of the people. While addressing the issues of elections and democracy, permit me to congratulate all democratically elected leaders around the world. Mr. President, our world is also under threat from natural calamities.
They want the key warrior is our election thing. They are war under threat too. They hold it right there. Good morning to the Board of Commissioners. Good morning again to the Board of Commissioners. This Elections Commission Board will have a serious trouble in there. And just ahead of our elections, President George, we are talked to the podium to address the UNGA. I mean, saying there'll be a free, fair elections before world leaders. No influence on Elections Commission. There will be no influence on NEC. Reminding people of the Farmington Declaration that was signed by political parties. The key warrior is what? The weight of the people. When Liberians vote, the results for Liberian people should be respected. It should be taken. Stop right here, MARKA. That the key warrior. So next, please go ahead and do your work. The president have committed himself to world leaders all around the world. In 19 days, as we go to the ballot bags, the weight of the people should prevail. So those of you who are campaigning, if you campaign well, the weight of the people, don't disturb our peace, our fragile peace. Campaign well. Stop saying this whole play, I got a whole play locked down on my control. No, until the people go and vote, you don't need a hat. Until the vote, the result come out from neck. It's the weight of the people.
Okay, so let me congratulate the president for representing our country. That's one of the functions as president of the nation. You represent the country out there, and the UN General Assembly is one of the biggest platforms where the president represents the country. So let me appreciate him for his representation of the country, and also committing. I think he has said this in a number of speeches over here in Liberia, that he remains committed to a peaceful electoral process. He has also made that commitment before his colleagues at the UN. We hope that the president stands by that no political activities or changes in the dynamics of the campaign and politics make him to go back on his words. Okay, we are hoping that the president will stand by his words. We recall before when he went to the same UNG, he committed and even sought support from international partners, technical and financial, to establish war and economic crimes coaching. Like when he came back, he said it was not time for that. So we hope that this one, he will not go back on it, because it is very key to the future of the country, the that the country is taking. We know some people say the progress, the developmental progress is slow, but it is good for us to have a slow development progress. They also have chaos. So as gradually we develop our country once we have peace. So we hope that the president stand by his words before his colleagues at the UN, and that the process will be peaceful, it will be credible. And let me say thanks to the European Union for sending their long-term observers here already, and also to ECOWAS, who have also done same. And again, to buttress O'Neill's caution towards the National Elections Commission, we want to say, when you are selected amongst certain group of people, it means that there's some level of confidence that are imposed in you, so you must stand by them. You must run an election that your generation and the generation to come will remember you, and they will reference you in the future. So you have the opportunity. The president has just mentioned to the word that there will be no undue influence. There will be no undue influence on the Electoral Commission. So you are not working on any influence or pressure from any group of people, especially from the level of the presidency, because you made that commitment. So you have the free will to conduct a credible election. The will of the people, as the president mentioned, the will of the people is their vote. When they take their vote, it is that's what they want. That is their will. So the will of the people must prevail. The will of the people must prevail. If they want to make Madam Sarah Beslo-Yanti president, that is their will. Yeah. If they want to make Mr. Alexander Cummings president, that is their will. If they want to retain you as president of the country, that is their will. If they want the former vice president, that is the will of the people. It must prevail.
If that's all.
Yes. My kinsman.
The new start, look, I haven't seen this other campaign for Taiwan. To be in a float car with a broom.
Yeah, I saw.
It's a new start of campaigning.
Yeah, so and you see, that is it. The ball is in your court. Like we have said over the time, the burden of the peace in the country lies on all Liberians' shoulders, but hugely on the shoulder of the Electoral Commission and the ruling party, the government. So you must deliver on the promise of a peaceful and credible election to the Liberian people. And we move into a new 6-year tenure, be it the continuation of the CDC administration, be it for change, we move.
Thank you. Thank you. We move. Why are you reading this message here?
Now,
off the record. But on a very serious note, I'm seeing, so the speech of the president is on the e-Marshal website. We stay in campaign period. Political parties, y'all go there and go and see the president address of the UNGA. Y'all go to e-Marshal and y'all go and analyze whether the president didn't make mention of the tackle of drugs and all of that. Y'all go ask, y'all can put that into serious thing. The campaign period is still on. All right. So I'm seeing the comments on the social media. Why the president didn't talk about the tackle of illicit drugs coming in and all of the country will bring 100 million drugs and all of that. So the best thing you do, we stay in campaign period from now to October 8th, right? But let your message resonate well. The weight of the Liberian people should prevail. That's it. That's the will of the Liberian people. Let it stay at the people's decision. That's why I'm saying the issue of crowd, turn your crowds into what? Into serious votes. If you don't turn your crowd into vote, then that's a problem. Nobody have vote keeping in one basket waiting. So election day
to say our vote we had in 2017, we believe saying we had first time voter, we had new vote to our vote from 2017.
Yeah, no,
not possible.
It's not possible. That is going to get at me a candle.
That's the issue.
This is cross pollination.
I see.
Yeah, cross pollination.
So you have the mountain now to
so
mathematically.
Yes. But you see what I mean? The thing is that turn the crowd into votes. So, Mr. President, I want to say thank you. It left with you political parties, the CPP, the Unity Party, the LPP, Liberal First Movement, Line and so on, etc., ACO. Y'all go to e-Marshal, look at the president's speech, where they didn't tackle what are drugs and this, y'all pick it up from there. But in 19 days, Liberians go to the pool.
And I think the peace message should be the first whenever any of these political leaders address any gathering of people in the country. It should be the first. The introductory part of your speech should talk about peace, non-violence. That's exactly what your speech should start with. From there, you can speak to all of political things, and you can talk about your promises and all of that. And in these elections, we continue to invite the presidential candidates here to come and tell the Liberian people, because we don't want, if the people give you that power, you come back and say, but I don't tell you anything in 2023, you're giving power. So we want to hold you by your manifesto. We want to hold you by your platform. That's the only way we can judge a government.
Sure.
So you understand?
Very well.
That's the only way the media and the people can checkmate any government. Because if you promise, for example, in my first 100 days, I will ensure that road will reach to Zwedru in Grand Jide County.
Reminding me.
If we are in the 70 days, the 80 days, we go into the 90 days, we continue to remind you. Remember, you told the Liberian people that in your first 100 days, you will reach paved road to Grand Jide Zwedru. You understand? So by that promise, we can hold you. If you assure us, the Liberian people, that under your administration, people will not leave the hospital to go outside to buy drugs in the drugstores. If these things continue, then we can bring you back and play your recording and say, this is what you said to the Liberian people, which informed their decision to make you president. So we don't want people just passing around and say, I want to be president, I want to be president. And some tell the Liberian people what you would do so they can ask you questions tomorrow if they make you president.
Some of them just attacking what Judge should be removed. Let's get Judge react all. And y'all gave him no message. They put to the silent voters watching. All y'all say, this one mayor, that messed the country or so and so. And when you do your gathering, you don't say nothing, no key message.
And without bias or partiality, there's one of the messages that I have captured keenly comes from presidential candidate, Dr. Clarence Moniba.
Okay, you feature Clarence on local television.
He has said that if he's president, his administration, Liberian students will graduate with 3 years of vocational skills out of high school. That vocational education will be included in the curriculum. Once you enter 10th grade, you will select which vocational course you want to take, and as you graduate, you will already be marketable. That's what Clarence Moniba said, and it is very important to the growth and development of the country, because that was even the reason why the Booker Washington was established.
Something got to my attention. That's why I said let's feature this editorial thing.
Okay.
The communication director at the Ministry of Labor, he did a letter to the editor.
Okay.
The man's the current. I'm afraid probably. Nobody can tell about this job. He been in that position since every time, but he wrote out his mind, and the Daily Observer actually captured this. The communication director at the Ministry of Labor, J. Kotu Yandimbo. They can't breathe for.
You want me to help you to read?
Yeah.
So you can analyze?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know how that reading is.
Yeah. Yeah, the voice, I know what our campaign was.
So where do I start from?
Yeah, start from
the article.
I had an opportunity. Yeah, the article
Okay.
that I know, the Gongolo that I know.
Okay.
The Taiwan Gongolo that I know.
So yes.
Maka, before you read this, I mean, of any of the presidential candidates will come across these good features for you, we're presenting to the Liberian people.
Sure.
Mind you, anybody who wins the presidency is our president.
Sure.
So we came across the beautiful piece and we intend to read it out.
Okay.
Yes.
So this article is titled "The Gonglo That I Know." Okay. So by J. Kotu Nyandibo, he writes, "I've had the opportunity to serve under several distinguished sons and daughters of Liberia as Minister of Labor for the Republic of Liberia from 2001 to 2023 in the Division of Communications and Public Affairs of the Ministry. Councillor Tiawanse Gonglo was one of those distinguished sons. Councillor Tiawanse Gonglo served as one of the shortest serving Labour ministers during the 2 terms, that's 12 years, of President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's government, 2009 to 2010. He took over from his friend and colleague, human rights advocate Attorney Samuel Kofi Woods II, and continued with the reform process of the labor sector in Liberia as initiated by Minister Woods. Key among those initiatives were the drafting of a new labor law for Liberia, known as the Decent Work Act of Liberia, reviewing the minimum wage, and drafting an employment policy for Liberia. These initiatives were essential in restoring dignity and humanizing the human sector in Liberia. The old labor law of Liberia, crafted in the 1960s, was estimated to be older than 60% of the working population at the time, and did not conform to several international labor standards and human rights protocols. The minimum wage, which stood at US 0.25 per hour or US $2 per day, had outlived its usefulness and no longer conformed to the realities of the day, especially living conditions. Therefore, it required a review. The country employment policy also needed a serious review to ensure that Liberians were provided with employment opportunities in their respective counties. In 2010, under Minister Gonglo's leadership, the Ministry of Labor submitted the current labor law of Liberia, which is the Decent Work Act, to the legislature, and made several appearances before that body to provide justifications for the provisions of the law and the need for a new labor law in Liberia. Minister Gonglo and other officials of the ministry also attended several public hearings and outreach programs on the then draft law. However, the legislature did not pass the Decent Work Act until June 2015, during the second term of former President Sirleaf. During as Director of Communications and Public Affairs, I had the opportunity to accompany Mr. Gonglo to public functions, travels both in Montserrat County and other parts of the country, inspections of workplaces, and meetings, among others. My roles as a media person on these functions were primarily to summarize and take notes of key points for the minister's report and for the purpose of issuing press releases and documentations. My experience working with Minister Gonglo. Internally, Minister Gonglo inherited 3 senior vacant positions at the Ministry of Labor, including Comptroller, Assistant Comptroller, and the Director of Procurement. As a result of those former senior officials crossing over to the Ministry of Public Works along with former Minister Woods, he filled 2 positions, Comptroller and Director of Procurement, and asked the new Comptroller to search and identify someone he would be confident to work with as his assistant, but warned that person must not be someone from Nimba County, as he, the Comptroller, was in Nimbayan.
I'll continue the 4th paragraph. Go ahead.
Okay.
Unlike other ministers who normally effect a lot of changes, transfers, suspensions, and sometimes dismissal, Minister Gonglo once said, "We are all Liberians and have the right to work in the country, especially with our government. So I don't believe in pushing Liberians around in the workplace, because everyone has a family to take care of, except for serious causes such as corruption and indisciplined behavior." And let's just summarize the last paragraph. I mean, this guy is actually right. Let's go down to the last one. You see, ensuring this the integrity. I mean, we can do this for any piece of good piece we come across. Yes, go to that.
So the last one, okay, it says, in conclusion, despite the huge challenges faced by our country in identifying credible and sincere public servants, especially those charged with the responsibilities to administer key functions of the government, there are still a few Liberians being by far better, clean and cleared of corruption, and committed to seeing that Liberia is viewed differently both locally and internationally. Councillor Tiawonse Gonglo, outside of politics, from my own experience of working with him, is the true son of Liberia. If provided the opportunity to occupy any positions of trust, he can institute discipline and integrity in the discharge of his mandate.
The writer is this is J. Kotu Yandibo, the Congolo that I know. I mean, that's a good piece.
So you can read it also on the Daily Observer.
I came across it across the Daily Observer newspaper. Look, let me just say this. Isn't that reflecting our 41? As you go to the ballot box, you should vote and look at the pressing records over the years. From district level to senatorial level, as representative senators before the president. Again, I want to say to Liberians, this election is going to be dramatic. All of us don't know who's going to win this election. But in the meantime, you can see what people are hearing. But the time people are saying, well, politician fool, it's time to fool the politician too. I've heard this almost every day, MARKA. Politicians over the years have lied to us. So this is the time we pay back. 2023 is a different year to pay these politicians back. So these people will come out, they will celebrate. Make sure you turn the crowd into votes. As we get ready to get the lines activated to open the telephone line, which are doing will be at 8:30 this morning. This create number 2 representative candidates. Liberia, this is the only country we have. Yeah. I had to put the phone ringing to that last now.
Please know that you're not reading news.
Okay. I commentary. I can move. Liberia, this is the only country. Hold on, you're placing the call. We'll take it as our first caller. This country is the only country we have, and we have problems everywhere in the world. Last night in the Champions League game before the Arsenal and PSV game, there was a moment of silence. Do you know why? The people want to play football, but they had to wait for like 60 seconds to pay tribute to those who died in an earthquake in Morocco, and more than 15,000 people have died in Libya. I mean, we have happened everywhere in the world. So some of you are predicting violence in this election. Please be patient. Wait for Elections Commission. George Weah has told the world leaders that there will be no influence on the NEC. And the word of the people will prevail. And to my media colleagues, we should serve our gatekeepers. Because on election results the night, won't be easy. MARKA Day or New Rebels, Christopher Selly, and another team. When we announce it, there are some media institutions people will not want to listen. Because why? From your start of broadcast, people will not want to trust you.
Throughout the campaign process.
Throughout the campaign process.
Your broadcasts
are very like, oh my God.
Yeah, the people are following. So certain institutions, people want to listen to.
People will not want to listen to you on election day. Liberians listen to this. On election days, there are several networks you don't want to listen to of the results. Because
you not trust where they will not be fabricating numbers.
We saw you nothing about Dylan too. So please turn your vote, the crowd into voice. Yes, let's take some calls. This was the Breakfast Show. New Roberts, MARKA Dennis, running straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. In the midst of all, I will say country first. After this event, let's be called. Yeah, so you hold on. Let's be the ambassador for this show. David Ernest Cote. David called me on New Name yesterday. I don't know. Ernest, good morning to you, David. Why you calling me baby? I still want to go FA. Calling. Okay.
He's a real human being. That's why it's not looking for a job. And it's right. This is the one number that I know. It's a better I have known from the 60s. Way, way back.
Did it?
I did.
No, you got interrupted. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is the man that I know very well. I have known him since the 60s. And from the time he served in government, we follow him. Jawan Koro is not just somebody, an ordinary person. The man who wrote this thing is not looking for John, like I said. I want you to please give me his number. Talk to him. I might have to invite him on my show.
Okay, flashpoint. Yeah.
Nyandibo.
Yendibo, Kotu Yendibo. I'm sending you a number right away. Okay, thank you. Let's be calls up 0770153265.
0770202579.
Yes.
And you'll be live on the TBS this morning.
Let's see if I can get this guy on the line. Good morning. Morning.
It is random story calling from Cactus Junction.
Randa, you live. Go ahead.
Okay, my concern is drawn to the election issue, especially with the way of statements coming from the legislature of the unrepentant former warlord doing something.
The man evangel of the gospel is the unrepentant.
Yes, because unrepentant.
So yeah, Randa, let's stick to the issue behind this call. Yeah. Yeah.
Better to all of us.
Mhm.
No one to threaten the peace of this country in the name of politics. Elections will come and go, the country will remain. And the part of the matter is what elections is about. Yes. So when you express the ideas, it's about competition of ideas. What you bring on the table as we're saying. So push your logic. What it is when you resonate with the people, the election go your way. That's what we stand for. There's democracy. It's about ideas. It's not about your history, your past, or what. No. What can you do for us? So I'm urging the unrespected
No, man, let that in. Yeah, you want support the whole team. We appreciate. Yes, let's get more calls out.
0770202579. Let's get more calls this morning up to 8:30. I think Bishop Doan is already in the building.
Yes, already.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, let's take a couple of calls. 0770202579 is the number you can call this morning.
Okay, 0770153265. This is the Breakfast Show. 90 days of election campaign. Well, let your message resonate. This is democracy. Your message should reach out to people. If you're not making a number as well, we get it. So let's see if I can pick this caller. Bishop not here yet. Let's pick this caller. More.
I'm constrained to speak to the recent drug issue at the national airport. Now, people who knew, they were admitted to know our only national airport competition habit of running the country. I think it should be of concern to the citizens of this country. So we are calling only.
The post said Moringa. Is it yours? Moringa 0. Okay. Thank you. Yes, we have to see our first segment. Guess we'll take more calls here on the first segment of the TBS district number 2. I mean, that district is so hot. No, district 2 looks just mind giving politics now. District number 2. District 2 is closely followed by district number 3. District number 3 politics, MARKA. Now, next we will take the top 5 in each of the district because 2 days ago, T1K, top of 1K, they launched 10 million Liberian dollars grant on Monday. I mean, my college grant. Look, this is it. Can be well. Let your message go across. T1K, they will 10 million Liberian dollar grant on Monday. They will calling for Project Kumaya. Mac, morning. Good morning. What happened to the man phone?
That body phone you see, body phone.
You go in the horse here. Go ahead.
Chief of Office Staff.
Chief of Office Staff. You gave me, yeah, you could. Morning, go ahead. None of issue. Go ahead, my man. You mean elections commission have not been able to send those qualified candidate ballot paper for sample? My man just said another candidate launched a 10 million grant. Whole district now, then district number 2. How about you launch? How about you launch? Until we're not gonna get 10. Quite a figure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and he said yes. But that's how it should be. Go and argue. Okay, I think I have this is impromptu, but I have to do I have the National Elections Commission boss, the chairperson of NEC, Madam Darietta Brown. Good morning to you, Madam Chair. Yeah, good morning, Madam Chair. No. Yeah. Well, I want you to repeat this, Madam Chair, because you came in broken.
I just said to you, and thank you for the opportunity for me to respond to a caller who said that they know your candidate ballots are being distributed. They are being distributed. Receiving theirs. In fact, they even come to the Elections Commission to collect candidate ballots as we have still distributing them. All going to come to the commission or call us to find out what is obtaining. So if we have reached to you yet, we welcome. And if you really decide to know your candidate, to have these you please come to the Elections Commission to collect yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, this is the breakfast show. So you see, those of you who have not been able to reach out to Elections Commission, like know your candidate ballot, go to the Elections Commission and they'll give it to you. Yeah, we all should all have this. You see, so Mark, as you try to speak for your candidate, next boss, the head of Elections Commission, have to call and say this out. I mean, so make an attempt, go to Elections Commission, go and pick it up. Know your candidate. We're making progress. Look, let me tell you this. This election, some of you are predating violence every day. I'll see the internet. It bothers me to see after we have gone through a terrible time in this country, some of you sit back on the fence. Turn your crowd into votes. Turn it into votes. This Board of Commission, I'll continue to say it, we have trust in them. Because why? They have produced 2 credible elections to us. So work on your strategies, convince the people, and let them vote for you. Yeah, so you know your candidate, that is up. Go to NEC, they won't stop you. In fact, as Truth FM will receive more than 75 accreditation to cover the elections. All of our reporters from Nimba, from Maryland, from Grand Bassa, from Bon County, from Lofa. We have received all of our accreditations to call these elections. We're going through this process. The person who will win will be our president. The one who will win the district will be our lawmaker, our representative, and our senatorial candidates. This country belongs to every one of us. Say no to violence. Let's be patient. Wait for elections results. That's why when you is not sitting on a network here and say this party is the best choice, vote this other person. That's why all elections they really don't want to listen to some network because the broadcast, I'm sorry to say, I've been one way to say, but any results that come out already understand. Besides it, yes, as soon as we receive signal from back in there, we have district number 2 representative candidate live in studio. Yes, Maka, you can run this.
Thank you, O'Neill, and thanks to all of you who have been following us this morning from the start of the broadcast.
Our lineup.
We said in our
We
lineup,
have with us this morning the head of the Independent Catholic Church of Liberia, who is also a candidate, independent candidate in electoral district number 2, Montserrat County. Bishop Nimle J. Doyen is here this morning. Well, Bishop, good morning. It's great to have you.
Good morning, MARKA. Good morning to the Truth Radio family. Good morning to our dear bishops, overseers, superintendents, apostles, prophets, pastors, mothers, the Christian community of District number 2. Good morning to our imams, the elders of mosques, and the Islamic community of District number 2. Good morning to community leaders of District number 2, elders and youth. Good morning to the marketers, the business community, the petty traders. Good morning to masons and those who build our homes, our carpenters, our painters, steel benders, and all tradesmen and women in District number 2. Good morning to those who bake our bread, those who have the little good cook shops that help us. Good morning to our tailors. Good morning to our motorcyclists who are helping us to move from place to place in places where motor cars cannot go. We thank you. Good morning to our tricyclists. Good morning to our drivers. Good morning to our sportsmen and women in District number 2. Good morning to proprietors of schools, principals, and schools administrators. Good morning to our teachers. Good morning to all men and women of goodwill in District number 2. I am Bishop Nimle Doyen, the independent candidate, the man who wants all of us to be one in District number 2.
Thank you. The greetings over?
There are plenty.
Okay.
So we said good morning to all of you.
Okay, thank you. It's great that you're here this morning. What's the meaning of your middle name?
Jabo Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Clay is farm.
Okay.
My grandfather Clay was born on the farm.
Okay.
So they call him Clay.
Okay.
Jabo means to climb.
Okay. That's great. Well, I just wanted to just make you talk a little bit about that name. But however, you are just from the district this morning. The National Elections Commission declared campaign open since August 5. We're almost, we are 19 days to election itself. How has the process of the campaign been? Has anything changed from what you saw even when you declared and going through the campaign? What is the new thing, or what are the new things you're seeing, especially through this campaign across the district?
Well, one of the things that I have seen is that the incumbent is subdued. He has no chance to do what he used to do. He's trying his best to still harass, but he's not the powerful man
Harassing
of the
in what terms?
CDC, with the CDC power behind him.
Okay.
Now he's on his own. When he tries, he's doing that in fear. So he's nobody now. So we are moving.
Okay. So how is the district? What are the people telling you?
Well, the people are happy that I am a candidate. They already have the next representative of district number 2. Nimene Jabopele Donye. So we're trying our best to make sure that Jimmy Smith leaves without much harm to anybody. That's all we are doing now.
Why do you think the people want you?
They want development. They want people to help send their children to school. They want the roads to be in good order. They want to do the trade, the marketing, and other businesses with some support from somewhere. So the people are happy to have me as their candidate.
What can you point to in the district? Because the people say if the Christmas will be good, you can tell from the eve. You are seeking their job. You believe you just listed what they want. So what signs have they seen that you think now they will give you that opportunity? What have you done in the district?
Well, I have been running an almost tuition-free school since 1998. Before I came there in 2007, I've been running this semi-tuition-free school from nursery to 12th grade. And little has begun to help young men and young women who are high school graduates to go to university. I used to deal with private universities, and I discovered that no, the cost of sending one young man or woman to a private university can help 6, 7 students go to the University of Liberia. So last year I sent 43 young men and women to take the entrance examination of the University of Liberia, and with the grace of God, all of them passed, and now they are in the University of Liberia. On August 5th this year, I sent 200 to take the entrance examination of the University of Liberia. When they pass, I'm going to send them to the University of Liberia. Next year, as representative of District Number 2, I'm going to send 1,000 young men and women, high school graduates, to the University of Liberia, specifically to begin their studies to be medical doctors, so that our district will offer medical doctors to the rest of the Republic of Liberia. I helped the business community by building quick impact markets. I was very displeased with the kind of places our people were selling. So I built quick impact markets all over the district. But those market buildings will be transformed into concrete buildings. The market building at Uptown will be a story building, because the place belongs to government. We're going to create a good space for them so that we have a good market building.
That will take a lot of money.
Yes, God will provide the money. God who has been giving me this money is the same God that I'm serving.
Okay.
And when I'm free, when I'm not harassed, when people are not sabotaging what I'm doing, wasting the money, people will give to the district, and we'll build those places. Not only that building, we're going to build an upstairs market building at Jacobtown Market at Peace Island. And I also heard that
you are on record for these premises you are making.
If you want me to sign, I will sign. You want me to sign, I will sign. I have been saying it to the people. I'm saying it here. And when I was coming, you were talking about these people taking people by their words. Take me by my words. If I did not have the backing to do it, I wouldn't say it. Okay. It's only a matter of time. The only thing I would say is it will not be built like Genesis chapter 1. Let there be market, and it will be more. It will take some time to do that. We build those markets, the markets building at Pepperwood Town, Nimba United, Town Junction, and near rehab, Negley Town, arrangements are made for those places to belong to the marketing association, then we'll also build those kind of markets. And I'll make sure with the grace of God that the marketers will leave their goods in the market and come back the next day. Each market will have its own cold storage that will be used by the marketers, and they pay for it monthly until it becomes theirs. Schools. The Johnsonville Public High School does not have an auditorium. They're going to have an auditorium and a library. And at the beginning of the 2024-2025 school year, the Jacobtown School, public school, will be open. There will be students there. So with this, I think the people know that there's a future for the district. These are some of the things I think we're going to provide a loan that we're giving, and Jimmy Smith and his boys kept harassing people, and so we stopped that loan. As soon as he leaves office,
how did they do that?
I think you used to hear that something you were playing off lie by somebody on your radio, saying that I have 5,000 or 1,000 Ds.
500 land Ds.
Okay. You know, I mean, there was a total lie. The person who was talking that is not a business person in the district, because we were not giving loan to individuals. We gave them to market superintendents. Only the market superintendents came assigned for these, I mean, for loans or for the people. But some abused the little privilege. For example, the superintendent of Town Junction, we gave her $1,826,000 Liberian dollars. She never told the people in the market. The only thing she did, she opened a shop. And that is a very good confidant of how you call him, Jimmy Smith. So all those kind of people that Jimmy Smith has a good relationship to, they are not the one, they abuse this blessing. Also in the Kwanwin community, they said, I know, passenger 57 or passenger 47, someone on taxi took the money from them. And you know, that's not part of the agreement that when a passenger 10 takes the money, you will not pay back.
So, Bishop, the plans you just outlined, I know people who are following us by Real TV Live, people who are following us by the radio will want to know from you, where will you get the resources to do these things?
The Republic of Liberia goes out, appeals to the international community. I'm a Liberia, I have the right to appeal to the international community.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all?
There where I got the money from to build markets. We're going to give loan to our people beginning February next year. There will be what we call the community bank. In each community, there will be a house that you go to and register when you need a loan. And the modalities will be worked out for the loan to come to the community.
Are you confident about the process of paying back? Because I think this is something you just raised. Initially, other people took money and didn't pay back. I mean, it could maybe hinder the entire process.
Before Jimmy Smith got involved, things were fine.
How do
you market was.
Do you have evidence of his involvement?
Yes. Yes, I have it.
Okay.
I mean, he himself, sometimes I think I found a little thing this morning. You know, normally I don't think about this thing that Jimmy is going now, so we have to leave him to go. But sometimes when you are coming to the public, you might have some little thing.
Okay.
Can you read this? Who wrote this thing here?
I'm seeing the name there, Vani Kamara.
Okay.
But that's not Jimmy Smith.
Vani Kamara working the uphill, working this uphill of Jimmy Smith.
Okay.
Read what did he say? He said, number one here, what did he say?
Is Compassion for Life a charity organization or business institution?
Very good. Number
Are
two.
you the one instructing Bishop Doyen to give out loans on a 35% interest rate from our poor mothers here in Liberia because your institution's name has always been mentioned during these programs?
Very good. There are others in which.
But were you giving loan at 35%?
No,
rate?
when you go, you ask anybody in Liberia whether they ever got loan from me for that kind of interest. Ask him. Now, these are the lies. There are many letters. Some he said that people should not do loan, give money to people. I will go out, get money, bring it to our people for them to do business, help themselves. When they pay it back, okay. We're going to help people even open stores in real life market and other places. For our people, we pay for the place, put in the goods, and you sell. One year you pay back the money, it becomes your store.
Why do you want to do all of that when the law is clear on your function as a representative, oversight, law making representation? Why do you want to burden yourself?
I will be the representative of the people, and I personally will help them. Okay. My law making responsibility, I know I will be making laws, but then the people need help. And the position of representative will empower me, will make it possible for me to help them. I mean, a scholarship will be available. The kind of money that is required, I can get it now because of the limitations. If the representative was somebody to work with, maybe we'll go to him and say, can you sign this document? And he will sign it.
You ever attempted getting his support?
Not the kind of people you go to talk these kind of things. I mean, how can you go?
But you just judge him from the outside. You can.
But from what he has been doing, if the man can stop people from drinking water, is it a matter of
how did he do that?
Go to my place and see whether the water that I had is there, and go and see what he said. That as long as he is representative, no water will come there. And of course, since January 2018, no water. Okay, so we help our people. I will try my best with the grace of God to, this is where the law is coming in now, to talk with my colleagues in the legislature for community leaders to be placed on government payroll. But if it cannot work, I'm going to find some means to give community leaders some stipend every month.
From your office as representative?
From me.
Okay.
I will get it from somewhere and give it to them. Also, I will make sure that there is some money given to each community in the district on an annual basis for development. All that the community leaders have to do is to account for that money.
How are you going to call it? Community Development Fund?
Community self-help development.
Okay.
So they will use it. They wouldn't have to be going around begging for wheelbarrows, asking the person, our little role is no. And we're going to have our caterpillars to be in the district to keep our roads in good order.
Just a district will have caterpillar?
I'm going to bring caterpillars.
Okay.
Yeah, we have two graders, one excavator, one compactor, this other machine, front loader, we have one. We have an ambulance and a fire truck. The fire truck is given to me by an archbishop in the United States, yes. It was supposed to be here, but you know, when it comes, Jimmy will play all his game until we will not get it out of the port. So we say, let him leave.
Why you always?
That is why he does, oh, my dear. Jimmy Smith. Yeah. Okay. You went to my place, you saw zinc. I gave the first 150 bundles. I gave the second 150. Why did they say this? You say 3 bundles of zinc? These are not people you go and talk anything to.
So recently we saw you touring various markets in the district. If it is part of your campaign trail, why the markets?
From ancient time, when you want to do something, you go to the marketplace. Okay. Because the message goes out to the people, not through the radio, but on a person-to-person basis. So I decided to engage the markets. And thank God you saw it. It was a little expensive exercise. I think 200. At the end of the day, when the pastors received their 30,000, now the total of 298,000 was spent.
Just from that engagement?
From that engagement, 298,000 I spent from market to market and then to the group of pastors. And so it was an exercise to tell the people.
What was the purpose of that money? That money sounds big.
It is our custom.
Okay.
When you, with some leadership, when people see you as the leader, when you go to them, you don't just say goodbye or good luck or And then the Epistle of St. James tells us faith without good works is dead. If you want the people to have some confidence in you, keep them hopeful, make them hopeful. So I trust the people, and with the grace of God, when I am representative, then they will know what I'm talking. Yes.
What is your confidence levels in these elections? You're going against an incumbent who has been in the legislature. You have other candidates vying for the seat. I mean, it's a competition. I mean, what are your chances?
First of all, the incumbent that we have is just a figurehead now. He's nobody. Jimmy Smith is nobody. He's going to go. I think I used to say here that there will be a new representative in district number 2 next year in 2024. Jimmy Smith is already.
That will be the people's decision.
Jimmy Smith is out. Spiritually, he's out. He's only walking around physically. You will see it. Jimmy Smith is nothing. Okay? He's finished.
He's the current representative.
That's what I say. Physically, he's there, but spiritually, Jimmy Smith days are over.
Yeah, so tell us your chances. Why do you think you will be, even if it is not Smith?
I think I have a good chance of being elected representative by the people. They know me. They know me. They know I can be trusted. They know when I say something, I mean it. I say what I mean what I say. Just as I told you that Jimmy Smith will be history after January 2024, and he's already beginning. You can see it clear now. He himself is aware now. So I like my way of doing things, especially when it comes to the Jimmy Smith business. You know.
So tell us more about your legislative agenda. You will talk about what you would do as when you have the opportunity, because according to you, all of the things you listed here will be done on your lobbying basis. You will lobby for these things to deliver to your people. But at the level of the legislature, what agenda are you taking to the legislature?
I think I told you here before that one of my concerns is by-elections.
By-election.
We need to do away with by-elections. And this party winning a seat, and when there is a vacancy created by some other problem, the seat switch to another party. No. When a party wins a seat, that seat should remain in that party until after 6 years. So I will try my best to see how we can work on that.
So let me just see if I'm getting you clearly. So, for example, if Lionel, for example, wins a seat in Maserado, and just in case of any reason that seat is made vacant, the privilege should be given to that party to nominate someone to take the seat. Is that what you're saying?
The party in that district, the partisans of that district, under the supervision of NEC and the party leadership, should meet and select someone. If they want to appoint, if they want to vote, it should be in the party. But that seat should not go to another party. That is something I think we need to think about.
So, how do you intend to work that with an independent candidate that wins an election and go to the legislature? Like, for example, you are an independent candidate.
Yeah. An independent candidate maybe can be some consideration, but I think when an independent candidate wins, he should make a statement. Some written document should be submitted to NEC. That these are the people who I worked, though I was the candidate, but these are the people who I worked. And in case of any misfortune, one of these should be chosen. But these are the people that should sit and choose.
Okay. So why you don't want by-election?
The cost of doing it is too much. We need money to build this country. We need money to build this country. We cannot be just a vote.
So what would be your opinion on people who are representative leaving their seat and going for the Senate, people who are senators leaving their seat going for the presidency, and after election, once your tenure is not over, you come back to the same post?
It's difficult to talk that. Let me get there. You know,
What is your lobbying skills? I mean, your rapport with people. What kind of leader you are when it comes to getting around people?
I know how to get around you. When I want you to do something for me, I know how to get around you. If I don't want you to do anything for me, I wouldn't. And the good thing about me is that if you are supposed to help me get something done, when I get to you, you will do it. That is it. If you will not do it, I will see the signs.
Okay.
I will see the signs. I mean, I give an example. I go to the United States and I go to some institution and talk to them. When they begin to ask for certain information and this, I know. Immediately I know these people are not the people that God wants to use.
Okay.
People who will help me when I get to them, they just start helping me. Okay? I mean, there are people who give me money without even knowing how to spell my name. They just started helping me, and the relationship developed at that. So I know how to go about my business. If you will help me when I get to you, I know.
What is the makeup of your campaign team? I understand you named a team of campaign managers, people who are working for you or for your campaign across the district.
Oh, they are very able. They are very.
You want to name some of them?
The chairman is MARKA. I mean, come on, man. Why am I calling this your ugly name, man? Ransel
Lawa,
a young businessman, promising businessman in Johnsonville Township. The chairlady is Mistress Deconti Sharif, a former representative candidate.
She once contested in that district?
Yes, but
Okay.
seeing that we have the same agenda, she decided to let me go.
Okay.
Yes. And the list goes on. We have regional leaders, we have community leaders all over the district. Wherever you go, you'll find something there for me.
Okay.
So,
do you have the will? Sometimes people call it the political will. Do you have that will to punish people who work for you, who work around you, who are in your cycle when they violate any standing rules or law?
God is good. When you play around God, you will get punishment. I'm a Christian who believes in God. And when you do something wrong, we should not just say, let it be so. No, there must be punishment. Okay, there must be punishment and there must be reward for those who do good. I don't just reward those who do good, but punish those.
Do you have any recent record of punishing people around you who have done wrong?
Punishment is a medicine, it's a curative measure. You don't come and say this person did this, I punish him. No. Okay. You're killing the person is killed, fine. You don't go around. If you did something good, okay, we can reward you.
What's the relationship with the first-time voters in District 2?
There are many. And you can find them with you. You can find some on the other side. So there is not just a single group that you can say, I have control over them. No, they are one way or the other. Somewhere others are with me. Some are there.
Okay.
Yes, but that is the right.
So, very sincerely, tell us some of the, if I may say, message, if I would say propaganda, or I would say, what are some of the issues that your opponents are using in this campaign that could stall your chance of becoming representative?
I don't see anything that they are using to bother me.
Okay.
No, I don't see anything.
Most of the time, they talk about your parting ways with the Roman Catholic Church and all of that.
Oh, I'm a Catholic.
Okay.
I'm a Catholic, but I'm not a Roman Catholic. The Roman Catholic Church made me who I am today. Bishop Dahlia, may he rest in peace, my father. Can you imagine sending me to an institution where I obtained 2 bachelor's degrees in 3 academic years? The only citizen, maybe another group of persons have done it. The church doing almost everything, traveling and all these things. Some mistakes were made here and there, but we Catholics, we are Catholics. We care for one another. Okay? We care for one another. And I pray that relationship grows. When I am representative and I'm carrying on the construction of houses and all those things, I'm going to do something in my hometown of Betu. There's a old Catholic building there that Father Ohe was staying in, where he rescued the 6 Betu boys.
Okay.
My father was one of them. My father was in Prima 2 at that time. The senior student there, who was what they call infant reader, was Toba. You know, where I'm going to rebuild a house. The Father Ohe Rescue Home.
Okay.
And if possible, do something for the Catholic Church also for the good they've done to me. I'll be giving 1,000 scholarship. I'm going to ask them, if possible, they can submit 50 names to be sent to university. I would do that. Or more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't be who I am if the Catholic Church had not trained me. To be strong, to be polite, if the Catholic Church had not trained me, I wouldn't be who I am.
So your other competitors in the district, some are from political parties. That means they have a party-based support, and you are going as an independent candidate. How will that help you in this process as an independent candidate?
That's what I thought would be the best way instead of being in a group.
Okay.
I want everybody to have access to me. I want to be a father to everybody. You know, there's an experience. I distributed rice, hygiene materials during the COVID period. And there are some people who are new way back. And I said no. They never came to my place. And I wonder why these people didn't come. Then I registered then I became an independent candidate. And I had a few bundles of zinc, 300 bundles of zinc. And they came. When I saw some of them, I said, what is this person doing here? But as a philosopher, I decided to ask them why. When I went on, they said, well, when you are in a party, you know, they don't like that party, and they don't want to be seen by their party that they are associating with you. But now that you are free, everybody is coming around you. I said, that is a good message.
Okay.
Thank God who has made me an independent candidate. I'm free. Everybody should come to me. And everyone should please let me come to them.
Well, if you have the opportunity, that is the will of the people. Let's look at your policy on reconciliation. What will you do after elections, after competition? There are still, better pills to swallow.
That is why even when they insult me, they say bad things about me, which are not true. I don't talk. Because at the end of this election, I will call you. I will visit you.
Even if you don't win?
No, if I don't win, I sit down. It's the person, the winner, that will have that body. If I will get it, I will continue.
The major threat that Bishop Doyen is a threat to Bishop Doyen in winning this election.
Let me say this to you. When Jimmy Smith was in the CDC,
all of us are listening.
The CDC momentum is powerful. He would have done well, even though he would have still lost. But now Jimmy is nothing. Nothinng. He has any title, but he's nothing. That's all.
So I thought that the CDC candidate you're looking at now as a major referee.
You see, the problem there is he's not resident in the district. So he has that handicap.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he's not known. In fact, people
candidate
not known. So, but we just playing the game. We're looking at him and we are doing our best. We are working on the ground.
But the former representative Sekou Kana is also in the race.
Yes, Sekou could be a force.
Okay.
So Jimmy not force.
It's a little force.
Okay. Okay, so you have so in the top five. If I say the top five, where will you place yourself?
At the top.
Top.
If you put 2 at the top, you put 3 at the top, you put 1, I'm the only one.
Because when I pass through the district, I must be sincere to all fairness on this platform. I hear the name from Bishop Doyen, Jimmy Smith, Musa Sharif, Evan Tistel, and of course the former lawmaker Sekou. So I'm hearing these names. So that's why I'm asking you. Of these names, Bishop Doyen, you're not afraid when you come sitting having a strategic meeting. Why are you so worried about?
In fact, we don't have strategic meetings. We done our work. No, we don't have strategy. We only mean that we're going to talk to those people. That's how we finish with it. That's why we work. When they were sitting, we were working. And the other little name we called getting people to carry your pictures.
You mean everything
your pictures around? You know, when children were in the village, we call Santa Claus. You know, they just carry you around.
You have the biggest
billboard. For what? What does it mean?
Yeah,
they know that. That's all. But not to vote for him.
Yeah. Bishop, anything left out? You can say in a meeting. Then we can interact with folks from the district.
But I want to thank God that I'm now known to be a force in the district, a loving force, a man who will be there to reconcile the people, to bring our people together. I want us to be a peaceful people. And this is why even when Jimmy Smith told us not to play our football game in the Jacobtown area, we just left him quietly. Let him do these little funny things and go. We went to another place. And finally, we moved all our activities to somewhere else. If he troubles us, then we're going to go in another place. We're not trouble him. So we want peace, okay?
How much money you put in that tournament?
It's more than 400,000. We gave 200,000 to the other, but it was a little expensive exercise.
Okay. Yeah. But why you organize a sports tournament?
We want to mark out some young men and to form the district football team.
Okay.
And we are big.
Guess ahead of election. The district football.
I will win, man. God is good. I will win. The people have already chosen me.
Is that a prophecy or a dream you had?
Pardon me?
Was it a prophecy coming to you or a dream you had?
No, do your analysis.
Someone close to the district said Bishop is so worried about Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith? Yeah. I beg you. Look, if you say he's worried about Musa, he's worried about Sekou, maybe. But I don't even think about these people.
Have you seen? Jimmy 1-to-1.
Maybe at a public function or something.
Yeah, 1-to-1 until how the district is moving. I don't want to actually.
It's not the kind of people you say when to talk about how the district is moving. Okay, you wait for him to insult you again. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, so if you win, you reconcile.
Then he will know how good I am. Okay, the leader must be there to be the hope of the people. He will know.
Yeah, yes. Let's take
a
couple of calls from the district. 0770. Not just from the district. People who are following the interview.
Yeah. You got
0770-202-579 is the number you can call to participate this morning. We have Bishop Nimna Doyen, independent representative candidate from district number 2, Mansorado County. So you can call to participate on the show. When do you have a call?
Yes, let's be called at 0770-153-265. Bishop Doyen's live on Voice. Good morning. Morning. Go ahead. Please be audible. Please silent.
Okay, that's the question.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you go to the issue.
0770-202-579 is the other number.
And man, our politician is skeptic. Answer any question. Yeah. So let's see this other call on the line. Good morning. We have to move from the morning to morning. Morning. Please be audible. I'm struggling to hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Mm.
Okay. You say if the money is there, he'll still do it. So if the money not there, what you want him to do? Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Maka, you got a call from your end
Not
here.
yet.
Yeah, so maybe we can just squeeze just one more call because of time factor. We have spoken just of next. This person, please be audible, struggling to hear you. Good morning. Morning. Hello. Okay. Go ahead. Mm, mhm. Which part of the district you calling from? You said from the
Oh, Christian
okay
community.
Christian community.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let me
Thank
just
you.
take the last one.
Yeah.
Good morning. Please stay away from your monitor, please.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
No, you
yeah,
call. Go ahead.
thank you very much. My name is S. Alfonso Deo, and I do join you from issue number 10.
Mm.
I follow the issue of the bishop, though I did not do registration in the district, but I got follower in the district. And I told all of my followers that are in the district to follow the bishop because I've been following the bishop from 2018 up to present. I still follow the bishop, and so that's why him being a bishop, but he's very much developmental oriented.
Okay,
So
thank you. So let me just squeeze in this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Morning.
My name is Imo. I call intentionally this morning. Let me say thank you for your still guest. And on Sunday, we will be on that to bring to location of the next lawmaker. We know we have work. We get international contact today. We look for people with international contact. We look for people that will deliver to the people, not people that will be costing us in the district. So as a regular district number 2, Sunday we're coming outside in our phone number. Thank you for the time.
Okay. Why are you doing on Sunday?
And David Cote say I would not I'm not following. Tell the bishop I'm not calling. I'm just
Yeah,
following.
Bishop,
There.
you listen to the callers.
First of all, let me say good morning to Mr. Curtis. He's one of the men that I admire, a gifted man. You just
Okay.
imagine, I think he has with a C certificate to perform so well in society. Suppose that man had a support to get bachelor's and masters. So thank you, Mr. Curtis. Don't call, eh? Okay.
I'm not following.
I was never jailed in my life for 6 months. Anyway, bring the proof. I will accept the proof.
Okay.
Number 2, the man says, if I don't win, then I say, so I'm not a bully. Let me say this to you. I always say this thing. Suppose Lone Star was supposed to play, and I was one of the people chosen to go to practice on the Lone Star of Liberia. And I'm playing number 9, Nimle Doyen, number 9, practicing. And I said, look, during that game, the next game, I'm going to score 2 goals. And I practiced very hard. The coach drew the team. He didn't put me on the team. They played the game. It ended. Will you blame me if I don't score the 2 goals? No. So, my dear Zota, it's not that I don't want to give. But you see, when you start giving, the number of people that need help increase day by day. If it is to help this few person that live around me, I will do it. But to carry on these projects, like you come and get $22,000 to get people, people will not be comfortable to raise that kind of money for you. Okay, and now the projects I'm talking about, they are big projects to build an upstairs building, market building. It's not a small project. So you know that when I don't have the power. And just imagine I bring water to my place and they stop me from drinking the water. What kind of man will look at money and give it to me again? So these are things. And I want to appeal to I put to the end now, right?
Yes.
I want to appeal to all of you, my dear supporters. On Sunday, we are doing our launching at the Munya football field in Johnstonville. We want all of you to be there. Buses will be available at specific places. But we want some young men to do the jogging for us.
Okay.
I will join you to show you that I'm young.
You play football game?
No, that's why we play the football game before that time. Yes, so I want to thank all of you. Please come out and let it be peaceful. We want to invite the police. The Township Commissioner of Johnsonville, we are coming to your township. So,
okay, thank you for coming.
Very much to all of you who have listened, those who contributed. And I believe because I didn't get good punches, things are fine with me now.
Bishop, yes, independent, right? Okay, the presidency.
Oh no, let me say this to you. For the presidency,
the presidency.
Everybody in this if you are for president, we are vote for president. We are. If you are for Bwaka, vote for Bwaka. But for senator, I want the people of Monserrato County to reward Senator Sir Joseph with every election. And when it comes to representative in district number 2, don't look for anybody. Look for Nimle Doyen. Number 2. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes. So we're taking a break to bring sports this morning. Thanks for coming, Bishop Doyen.
Well, Nimle Doyen, district number 2 politics, the true breakfast show in the midst of all kinds of friends. This election, it's just an event. Sarah Bessel against the voice. Yeah. Well, let's bring you sports here. Then at 9:30, the team from same district, District 2 with Pierre for Jimmy Smith camp. Yes. District 2 look at my give you politics. Anyway, let's get a breathe in, breathe out, and bring out sports. Naomi Tapia is here to fill us in the world of sports right here on this Thursday morning on the True Breakfast Show.
This was your double warning. So let's link up with
Naomi and say good morning to you, Naomi.
Good morning to you, Oni. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Fashion of Life. The Liberia Football Association Awards Committee has adjusted the date for this year's event from 6 October to Saturday, the 14th of October. Speaking at a press conference Wednesday, committee member Elizabeth Nyenebo said the change in date was intended to avoid conflict in schedule with political season as rallies, but political parties will keep street sympathizers busy. She emphasized the series of political rallies that will climax Liberia's presidential and general elections, which is slated for Tuesday, October 10. Nyenebo announced 20 September as the start for voting for MVP candidates, best defenders, and best referees in is expected to end October 5, 2023. Global Farmer and Mighty Barrow ended their struggle for victory by settling for a 1-1 draw on Tuesday in the first division of the Liberia Football Association Orange-sponsored league. The Shipping Boys of Liska continued their dominance over B Mountain when they pinned the Gold Boys 1-0 in the day's second encounter. Thingsville FC forced former defending champions Patanga to a 1-1 draw in the third fixture, while Invincible 11 and Nimakwado settled 0-0 draw in a tense battle. Gold Green Boys of Freeport FC nightmare continues this season as Heaven 11 triumphed over them with a 3-1 with 3 goals victory. It was draw feast in the top flight league as MPA Anchors and LPRC Orange drew 1-1 in continuation of the league. CC United bowed to FC Calon Liberia 2-0 to climax the day's first division activities. Liberia Players Updates has reported that Victoria plans in Liberia centre backs Sansin Dues market value has tripled, making him the second most valued Liberia player behind Oscar Dole. The 21-year-old former Oilers CB had a 200,000 market value at the beginning of the season and was ranked 17th among the current Liberia's valuable players. However, after being loaned to Viterra Planks, where he has since excelled for the Czech club, playing 12 matches in all competitions as so far this season, his value has increased significantly to 800,000, the highest of his career, while Oscar Dole, 3.50 million, 3.50 million euros. Most of Spain's team have agreed to end their boycott, says Secretary of State for Sports Victor Francos. The agreement was reached at 5 o'clock local time on Wednesday after more than 7 hours of meetings. Francos said the Spanish Football Federation had committed to immediate and profound changes. Two of the 23 players named in the squad for this month's Nations League games, Mapilon and Patri Gujaro, have left the squad. The rest of the players become the boycott after then RFEF president Luis Rubiales cased former Henin forward Jenny Hermoso following Spain's triumph over England in the Women's World Cup final on 20th August. The case, which Hermoso said was not consensual, led to Rubiales' resignation, while Spain manager George Vida was sacked. Spain are due to play Sweden on Friday and Switzerland on Tuesday. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has criticized the behavior of some players during his time as Manchester United manager, saying they were not as good as they thought they were. Solskjaer was sacked in November 2021 after nearly 3 years in charge. His successor, Eric Ten Hag, has said there was no good culture when he arrived at Old Trafford in May 2022. Some weren't as good as their own perception of themselves, Solskjaer 50 told the Atlantic. The former United and Norway forward added, "I won't name names, but I was very disappointed when a couple turned down the chance to be captain. Soldier United finished second in 2020 to 2021 season and lost the Europa League final on penalties to Villarreal." And finally, Manchester United goalkeeper Andrew Onana says he has left the team down and that they failed to get a result at Bayern Munich because of him. In an eventful game in Germany, Onana's error gave the Bayern a crucial lead that they quickly doubled after United had started in disciplined faction. A flurry of goals followed, but United were always chasing and ultimately fell short, suffering a 4-3 loss. Speaking in his role as a pundit on TMT, former United defender Rio Ferdinand agreed with Onana's assessment that the mistake was crucial to the game. Onana joined United in the summer for 47.2 million euros after having helped Inter Milan reach the final of last season's Champions League. However, the Cameroonian international has struggled at times behind a shaky defense, conceding 14 goals in 6 games in all competition. They have now lost 4 of those 6 games this season in each of the past 3. That's all from our sports desk.
starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Start.
Right Show, the True Breakfast Show. Again, I want to say, in the midst of all country fries campaign, well, reach out to your people, let the message resonate, attack the issues, tell the district what you want to be if you be elected. Why should the people go for you? What is your vision for the district, the county, and that of the country? Yes. So we have obtained from district number 2, Patrick Boykai, his squad, and of course, Adolfo one, the youth chairman of the Red Hill community. Both guys have been following TBS for a very long time. Good morning to both of you. Welcome. Yeah, let's do a roundtable. Yes, let's start out with you.
Good morning, Neil. The name is Patrick Jeboaka, chairperson of the Jimmy Returning Squad, electoral district number 2.
My name is Adolphus G. Pune. I'm the youth president of Ray Community in district number 2.
I sound the district number 2.
Yeah, the district is good. We are happy to have a lawmaker who is caring. As far as we're concerned, we are safe in the hands of Colonel Smith. So the district is okay, and the people are happy.
Okay, let's move to some issues within the district. Now, District 2 looks so damn.
9.
How many candidates you have?
We have 9 candidates. We are being placed at spot number 8.
Okay. So, you from retaining Jimmy, why? Let's go to it. Your lawmaker sometimes becoming the media for the wrong reason. Jimmy Smith.
Well, there are so many reasons why he should be retained. As a lawmaker, you are being given 3 cardinal responsibilities. We are not discussing a social responsibility because for that they are very, very numerous. For the 3 cardinal responsibilities, we have noticed he scored a passing grade over the past 5 years. And we all know the ARED report. ARED is NGO that's responsible to grade or maybe checkmate our lawmakers. Conor Smith, the least he has scored is B, right? So it tells you that he has performed. This is a man who, the only lawmaker in the history of our district who has proffered 2 bills where one has already passed the lower house. So that alone is just enough to seek for his retirement.
Connecting the district. Yeah, there are some who say, well, Jimmy have not been able to reconcile the district and all of that, and back and forth. You seeing him, this man is good to be with him as continuing the good work he have been doing. Let's go with that.
Sometimes people will say these things against a respectable man who has tried everything possible to ensure that we are united. This is a man during the COVID-19 who identified with everyone, not just the Christian community, but even the imams. The imams, they benefited. The pastoral network benefited. The motorbike riders, people who call it pimping riders, they benefited. Community leaders, right? Every time Conor Smith had a district report program, imam was represented. That is, the Islamic community was represented. So how can you say this man is not unifying the community or reconciling the district if the Christian community will be represented, the Islamic community will be represented, everyone, including our disabled. So you cannot say this man is not, reconciling the community or the district. As far as we're concerned, We are being reconciled by this man, and it is just cheap propaganda. People will come just to buy sentiment. Yeah.
You listen to one of the candidate. And your lawmaker is not someone who open up to the people. I guess you're following.
You see, that's one of the reasons we are here, right? We've come to firstly talk about the campaign processes of our lawmaker.
No, you came to talk about the campaign process, but prior to that, yeah, the candidate in the race says that Smith is not worried about Smith. He's going to beat Smith at the ballot box.
Yeah, this is true.
Yes.
That's what I said. One of the reasons we are here, right? Come to firstly speak on our campaign processes and again demystify the falsehoods spewed out by this man doing right against the lawmaker. You know, firstly, it's kind of discouraging to see a man who claimed to be a man of God, a bishop, insulting a city representative on this radio, referring to him as a thinker-headed, a mere thinker-headed, right? It's kind of discouraging. And for us, I don't know how will him feel were we to reciprocate. But again, we are responsible people. We will not dive into that to insult him. No, we are not going to do that. But we will speak to the issues. One, this is a man who has boasted about developing a district only in 2024, especially when he wins, for crying out loud, right? Doyen said in 2024, I will give each community yellow machine, the caterpillar, for crying out loud. Are we kids? We are not listening? We're following the issue. You cannot tell us that, right? He didn't just stop there. Doyen also talked about building a size of the radical market in almost all of the communities. Where are you sourcing this from? The first thing is Doyen has not even built a concrete market in district number 2. How on earth can you promise us and you want us to believe that you build hostels in district number 2 when all of your markets are substandard? The few markets that you build, they are all substandard. He also talked about putting community cheerleaders, chairpersons, and pastors on payroll. Where is Doyen taking this money from? And what is good is he always said in 2024 when he wins. And I like it when he exposed himself this morning when MARKA asked a question. Why if, in fact, it was you, Donell, when you asked the question, why if you do not win? And he said, I will sit. So it means that he's not actually saying this from his heart, but he's only saying it only to gain this job. It is clear that you will not win.
Great. Okay. It is go to the ballot box. Anyway, let's go. Adolphus, you from the Ray Hill community. How popular is Jimmy Smith in our part? That community is highly contested. As to who owns the Ray Hill community?
Well, thank you very much, Odile. The lawmaker, Honorable Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy David Smith, is popular in the Ray Hill belt. Not only in the Ray Hill belt, but the Doniso as well, because Doniso is comprised of 10 communities, which the Doniso community, is comprised of 10 communities, which Ray Hill is part of that. And so Colonel Smith is popular there. And evidence is during the time of the endorsement of the honorable representative in Ray Hill community, it was overwhelmingly attended. The leadership of the community, the elders, the women, the youth, the Christians, the Muslims, they came there and they endorsed Colonel Smith. In fact, it was the chairman James W. Vola, who presented the petition hard copy to Honorable Jimmy W. Smith, including the 4 blocks chairs and the women chair lady and that of the elder council chair. So that tells you emphatically clear that Colonel Smith is popular in Ray Hill community.
Okay. So you as youth chairman, I mean, how do you working along with the entire youth community in the Ray Hills have accepted you as the youth chairman, have given the support to Jimmy Smith re-election?
Sure.
The youth have overwhelmingly agreed to re-elect Honorable Jimmy Smith comes October 10, 2023, due to several factors. Honorable Smith has sent the 316 students that were sponsored by Colonel Smith in MVTC. You from Ray Hill community were part of that. And in Ray Hill community, Doyen is living in that Ray Hill community.
Bishop Doyen?
Yeah, MARKA, please excuse me to... Yeah.
You want to add the bishop there, Bishop Doyen? Please,
please, just give me a chance.
You want us to continue the interview? Bishop Doyen is living in the community.
Okay, for the sake of the show, Bishop Doyen, he's living in.
Okay, great. Leave the district
No, it's
politics
not district.
Yeah, national radio. Yeah, so leave the district politics there.
Thank you very
national
much.
platform. Go ahead.
So Doyen live in the Bishop Doyen live in that district. I mean, in the Ray Hill community. But he has no good relationship with the people in the community. Doyen has always lied to people around here about Ray Hill community. He said he brought water in Ray Hill community and Jimmy Smith stopped it. That's lie. The water he brought there, it was during the time of Segu Kana. And if you go in Ray Hill community, the church they call Nazarene Church, that place is where Segu Kana connected the pipe. Bishop Doyen took that pipe from Waitam after he was advised by the water and sewer that the water cannot come from Waitam, it comes from Jacob time. So he said the water going to a house. So if he cannot pump well, it only for his house use. So the person said, okay, but then we'll connect you from so they connected him straight to a house. I used to draw water from Doyen yeah, I thought he never had fence.
Okay, so what was the thought of the most coming from Ray Hill? How many persons have purchased during that time?
Yeah, we have 2,375 persons registered. Sure.
2,000. Well, so that's a populated district. Community.
2,000, including 8 neighbors now in that place.
Okay, let's look at the road conditions. Getting to Ray Hill, Ray Hill community. Someone's listening up in district 2. How is it like to move in that part of the community?
You see, recently, the hill there, the hill is very bad. The hill from Wayne
So you have a hill there. That's what I say,
yes.
Rare Hill.
Yeah, that hill is bad. But you see, Bishop Doyen, who said he want to bring a yellow machine when he wins, that hill, he cannot work on that hill. He ride on that hill until at the time car got stuck out in the mud where he was not able to move it from there. That's the time he went around picking a few rocks from the community to come and put it there.
Bishop Doyen, you only tried to Jimmy Smith in that district. You have all the top names within the race, like the Musa Sharif.
We're not even thinking about Bishop Doyen. We're not thinking about him. He's not our worry. He's not our thinking. Look, Konosumi is going to win this election. Konosumi had no match. Konosumi has no match. So the district has resolved to re-elect Konosumi due to his developmental agenda, his performances in the house, and even the international wide in the district. This is reality. Right now, if you go into the district, we have Corin all over in the district. It was true Colonel Smith that lobbied that today, even Doyen, Bishop Doyen is living on a Corin. Who brought that? It was through the instrumentality of the lawmaker that today, Bishop Doyen is a rank Corin.
Okay, great. Patrick, let's get back to you. 15 days to go to the election, and looking at Jimmy Smith's chances, that district, the politics now have not turned to Magibi politics. I can say that to anybody. District 2, District 3, the politics just should argue about the issues, right? Jimmy Smith, in the dying meeting, you have to put out the primary of the CDC. He didn't attend the primary. So not being on a CDC ticket, and he's going as independent. You think that?
Thank you. Firstly, before I answer the question, I was listening while I come here, and
Go to that.
I
You
consistently
can go to
listen
that.
to Mr. Doyen just referring to the lawmaker as Jimmy Smith, not with a title. But you
So
kept,
please go,
you kept,
please
you
go,
kept.
please
So,
go,
so let us be
please
fair to
go,
the
please,
discourse.
please,
How be
no,
it?
please
Yeah,
go
how
to
be
that.
it?
Please go to that. Jimmy Smith is not on the
Yeah,
CDC ticket.
that's what I said.
Out of the primary. Can the lawmaker on his own as
Thank you very
independent
much.
candidate?
Colonel Smith is a man who has been working 4 years to the 2011 elections. Before the 2017, that tells you that he has worked independently for 10 years before ascending to this position. This is a man who has proven records, right? Proven records. This is a man, when he took over, he lobbied with central government to ensure that of the 8 feeder roads that were approved by central government, 4 came from district number 2. That shows how strong he is when it comes to lobby. On what basis can we, the people of Electoral District 2, do away with this man? Let me tell you for free. In fact, 90% of all citizens in District number 2 pledged their support to Colonel Smith after the primary. I don't know whether you follow the program.
They're not looking at the CDC have a candidate in that district, so they're
You know the
giving us
problem there?
support to Jimmy.
Even me, I'm a citizen, right? I'm a citizen.
Citizen.
We support the president. We
proud one.
yeah, a very proud citizen, right? I
Good.
support the president because I believe in ideology, right? I live in district number 2. I know what I want for my district. This is a man who has been buttressing the government to ensure that over 500, in fact, over 1,000 of our young people are sent to school on scholarship. Colonel Smith, in fact, you Facebook certificated him as the highest scholarship provider at MVDC, right? That is an act of buttressing the government, right?
So you are sedition. Now you have a CDC candidate.
Yeah, so this is
Actually,
it
you
now.
have a
The
CDC
truth of the matter is we are in the interest of the district and we are in the interest of a person who will buttress presidents. We are agenda. Not somebody, but it can never happen in district number 2 case. This is a man who doesn't live in the district, right? The CDC candidate.
You mean the
Why
CDC
should we
candidate?
vote? Why should we vote?
Your party
Why
candidate.
should we
Say
vote?
my party candidate.
Why should we
No,
vote?
say your party candidate.
O'Neill, the CDC,
Say my party,
right? The CDC candidate
my party
is
candidate.
a man who doesn't live in electoral district number 2. This man lives in district number 5, 72nd, house number C18. You as a journalist, you can take a tour there. You can take a tour. You can take a tour there.
Hold on. No, this is the problem with you people, right? District 11, Thomas Square. Similar problem with Thomas Square, where he was talking to the Supreme Court issue of domicile and all of that. So the Supreme Court ruling out. So you people should have taken the same thing. Am I going to vote
so this is it now. Eh? The truth of the matter is now because somebody did this, and then we should also follow suit. If that is the case, then
and you regret that they win the election.
We would have said a lot there after Mr. Doyen has already left, right? But we don't want to go that route. So the truth of the matter is, this is a man who has already been rejected. He's unknown in the district. We refer to him even as an unknown alien. Can you imagine, right?
Your party candidate.
The CDC candidate. But now,
your party. I'm enjoying it. Look, Petro had the mind to vote George Ria, but the CDC have a candidate in his district. He said no to the candidate. I don't know. The party will expel you for that.
So the truth of the matter is, our lawmaker has proven himself to be in the interest of the district and the country at large, right? He lobbied for road improvement in our district while carrying on his own development across the district. Doyen is only known for giving credits with interest to the market women, nothing else, right? So those things he's been boasting about, they are just things. Okay, can you also ask Doyen for us? Why he's not giving out no? Why he's no more?
So you keep calling Bishop Doyen. Of all the candidates in the race, who's the first rapper that Jimmy is worrying about? Colonel Smith is thinking about his re-election. Which of these candidates is thinking
about? You know
the
point there? The truth of the matter is, as per workings, Representative Smith has no equal. The reason why you see me even referring to Mr. Doyen here is because whenever he appears in public forum, he always talks, he always insults Colonel Smith, right? He always insulting the lawmaker, lying. This is a man who accused the 10th representative Honorable Sekou Kane, of stopping water from going up there. Yes, before the 2017 election, he accused this man.
Which part of the district you live, Patrick?
Right here. I live in
Ray
Cityville. Cityville. Yeah.
Cityville. Okay, what's the population there in terms of those who are
Yeah,
registered?
the place is very big. Cityville has we have Gavleton, even the Peace City. Or
how many people registered? Right here up to 2,000 plus.
Yeah, so we have over 3,000 people there. Yeah. So that tells you that we, the people of Electoral District 2.
They put no Jimmy there?
Who will not know Jimmy? Jimmy, as far as the district is concerned, Jimmy Smith has taught all of the district when it comes to development.
Is Jimmy Smith himself, before I get the lines activated, is Jimmy Smith worried about his re-election? I mean, normally you come and everybody will go after you.
So
yes, like District 6, District 3, District 1, 10, and just everywhere. As incoming, those who competing for you once on city will go for you. So you have to know that. Is he worried about his re-election? What are his chances in beginning?
The first thing is the people of our district, they are respectable people. These are people who are in the line of development. So for the fact that we are people who believe in development, in human capacity building, it is clear that we cannot do away with Conor Smith. He's not worried. He's not worried. The people of Electoral District 2, they are clear that yes, we are going to retain Representative Smith because almost everything that people are saying they will do for us are things that he's doing and he already continuing to do. So how can we do away with this man? So he's not worried.
Okay, yes, he's not worried. Before the election, let's hope we can have most of the representative, the incumbent, coming over us. Yes, we just in 90 days we election, probably next week or so forth, before campaign close down. We hope to have some of them coming through. Okay, let's get a line. His name is Patrick Boycott. Patrick Boycott of CD. He's saying no, it's not a party mandate. Jimmy retaining squad. Adolphus P1 is the youth chair of the Red Hill community. Let's get the lines activated. And if you calls up to 10 o'clock this morning, 077 153-265. Call you be live on Breakfast Show this morning. District number 2, live of us on our last presentation for this week, right here on the True Breakfast Show. 0770 153-265. Good morning. Morning. Which part of the district are you calling from? Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's do a minute per call the line. So let's see if I can get a little call on the line. Morning. Please be audible. Johnsonville. Okay. Okay, make your decision. Express your frustration at the ballot box. Thank you. It's back and forth. This is politics at 500 level. Good morning. Morning. I'm hearing myself in the background. Morning. Which part of Israel you calling from? New Israel. Okay. All right. Thank you, Noel. Thank you. Let's pick more calls up. I take 2 more calls. 10 o'clock. We'll be out of here. Good morning. Familiar voice. Joestown. Good morning. It's your try to Jimmy Smith re-election. Is Bishop doing a threat? Okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Let's see if I can squeeze just one more call because of time. We don't want to go into radio time. Good morning. That should be our last call. Good morning. You holding the line? Go ahead. Okay. Okay. Public school be completed. So it's back and forth. Yes. Let's get this guys back on stream. We'll take response to the callers and we end at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Patrick, and don't forget to listen
So
up.
thank you. Let me quickly respond to the last caller who called from Peace Island. You know, sometimes it is just necessary to be grateful for once. Peace Island is one of the very first communities that Honorable Smith took coring the EDC, personally paid for it, and they started receiving coring even before those of us in the City View and that of the Red Hill communities. right? So to have a young man calling from there and say the man failed you is kind of discouraging. This is a man who has only 6 years, but yet government approved 4 feeder roads. Who didn't know about the Johnsonville Road? How bad it used to be. Today, you enter in the Johnsonville from Mount Barclay, going straight Central Johnsonville, from there going to Puebla, going to Juarez Market. All of these places are paved. Why can't we be grateful for once? Right? I listened to the other caller, a female who called, saying, oh, Allah, Mr. Doyede insult. Thank God we have the recording. Everybody will go on Facebook that you'll see that, right?
Yeah, I think we shouldn't go back to that. You're trying to close
we want to say to our people, the campaign is on. We don't want you to be misled by these con artists who are coming now, knowing the fact, but just to cajole you, right? Colonel Smith is the deal. What he has been doing for some 15 years now, there are things he's still envisaged in doing. This is the man who has passed a bill seeking the establishment of a vocational technical institution in the township of Johnsonville. A lot of people would not say this. They will not say it to you because they don't want you to know the good things that Honorable Smith is doing. So we ask our electors that Colonel Smith is there for us. Let us vote him. Comes October.
Thank you. Yes,
right, thank you very much.
Time.
Let me just close on this, that the Nicholson, the Jakarta Nicholson role to rehab community, that role, Colonel Smith have been working on that role. And for now, he has pushed that today the pavement is ongoing, and Bishop Dwayne can ride on that road. One day, he have not brought any truck load to visit on that road for a car to pass there, but it is Colonel Smith who have been working on that road. In Ray Hill community, Dwayne had done nothing in Ray Hill community. Go there and do your survey. Nothing at all. The road Dwayne riding on, we went to him, we asked him to open that road when the other road got flooded. Yes. So he refused. We got to get together as community, we won't open that road and he can ride on that road. Even the youth, we go to him. He refused to listen to us. So Ray Hill has nothing to do with what Bishop doing, but Ray Hill have decided to vote Colonel Smith.
All right. Thank you so much. This is how we close up on the True Breakfast Show this morning. They talk. Go for the issues, and you make the decision on the 10th of October. Ballot, not bullet. Thank you so much. The team from Jimmy Smith re-election, Eloha Bishop Nimenu Doyen on the TBS. We look forward to have more candidates from that district and other districts from county to that country level. 19 days to elections. On behalf of the entire team this morning, we're taking our weekend break on the TBS. When we come back on Monday, it will be 15 days to elections. Oh my God. Thank you to Atta Bola, Maka Davis. My name is Oni Roberts. In case you missed President George, we are addressing the UNGA. I'm going to leave you for peace. What the president has said, there will be no influence on the Elections Commission. Free, fair elections. And therefore, I say to the National Elections Commission, go ahead, do the job. The president has committed himself before world leaders that this election will be free, fair. There will be no influence on the NEC. Thank you so much. I'll be back on Monday. The Friday team will be here. Augustine and Corey's in the midst of our country first. I'm O'Neill Roberts. Good night.